me set up my resume. So with that help, I was able to land a job within the first 4 months of attending school at my computer career.
A few weeks before graduation, though, I landed my first job as a Tier 1 technician with a large insurance company. And 6 months later, I was actually working as a Tier 2 technician with a significant pay raise. And kind of like my first job, they were also very impressed that I had so many certifications.
You have to look at what you want in life and where you're at. For me, my computer career was an easy choice because they offered me a better lifestyle that I really wanted, and it was the only place that would really give me that upper hand in life.
The folks at my computer career are very caring. They really care about our success in the IT industry, not just with certifications, but also with finding a career and really being happy with that choice.
I love to see it. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it. We're here. Welcome to another episode of My Computer Careers Get Into IT Live, where we do just that. We get into all things IT. Thank you again for joining us, as always, on your Friday at noon. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your views, and we appreciate you hanging out and coming to listen to some incredible people talk in our live show. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I do have Aaron in the comments who's going to check out you guys, whatever questions you have, whatever questions, comments you have, just put them down in there. And if you're watching this after we've been live, we will still see those comments. So please feel free to chime in and say hello. I have a very special guest today. Hi, welcome. This is a topic that we absolutely love discussing here at My Computer Career. And we love showing off our grads and those who have found a spot in the IT field. We love to see it. Rick, hello. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Joshua, so good to see you guys. Welcome. We made it to Friday. We did it. Yes. Great to see you guys today. So I am joined by Jamell Lovett, who is a Marine Corps veteran, Cyber Warrior Program graduate, service desk, and currently a service desk technician at Syntelligent?
Yep, Syntelligent. Yep.
Syntelligent Analytic Solutions. So thank you so much for your time. I know you're working as well, so we appreciate you stepping away just for a little bit to chat with us.
Absolutely.
And to question about all things My Computer Career.
Absolutely. No problem. Glad to be here.
Yes, thank you for fixing my spelling error there. I saw that too, Aaron. My fault. My keyboard likes to stick on the letters T and O. So sometimes you get 4 O's and 4 T's at a time. So I appreciate you fixing that. But yes, thank you so much, Jamell, for your time. We really appreciate it. And we're excited to dive into this. Let's talk about all things My Computer Career, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. So let's talk about your journey a little bit. Where were you before enrolling at My Computer Career, and what exactly led you to take that leap?
All right. So again, thank you for having me today. I'm gonna try not to run my mouth too much because I can talk, but
we love it. No, go ahead.
Prior to joining My Computer Career, I was actually a truck driver. So I drove trucks. I was a regional truck driver. So I drove trucks for a while, and but prior to driving trucks, I was active duty Marine Corps. I got out after 20 years. Prior to me being getting out, I got a 4-year degree in IT. So, got out. By trade in the military, I drove vehicles. I was in logistics and transportation. So that's what I fell on when I got out. However, riding for about a year, I'm like, it's time to do it. So I just kind of dug in, found out, about my computer career. And I jumped all in, saved up like 4 months worth of mortgage. And then I said, yep, let's go. And then I went to it. So that's kind of how I ended up here. That's
amazing. Yeah. Good for you. It's actually not the first truck driver that we've heard. That's super incredible. Hi, Grant. Thanks so much for hanging out. That's remarkable. Yeah, that's funny. We've had a couple of truck drivers who've changed careers into the IT world. That's pretty interesting. So let's talk about, in My Computer Career, you were a part of our Cyber Warrior program, which we have heard is no easy feat. That is not a simple program, but it is a very rewarding one. Sure. Mind sharing a bit about your experience and ups and downs, advice for others? Tell me all about the Cyber Warrior program.
Where do I start? I'm playing. Cyber Warrior program was probably one of the best decisions I ever made, as far as furthering my career, furthering my opportunity to be able to be employed and do all things IT related. It was very important to me. I did it. It was a little challenging. It was, but what I did notice was a lot of our a lot of the students were they had some kind of background in military or different things and such, and we've had nights that were, late, and you had to get up and plan and be up early and study and really put in the hard work. It's definitely achievable to, finish that program or any program with my computer career. If you put in the time, you put in the work. If you have a spouse, let them know, hey, look, I'm doing this for us. Like, it's sorry, I'm not getting to bed at, 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm gonna be up to 1 o'clock, but you got to put it in. And once you do that, the opportunities are endless. I got so many different hits on resumes once I added that, because the degree, it looks good, but if you have certifications, that's what the employers like, and they saw it, and I started getting a lot of offers.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I definitely want to touch on your degree later. I do have a question about that because that's pretty remarkable. And we have received a lot of questions about that as well. So put a pin in that.
Okay.
But it does sound like my next question actually goes on topic of the rough patches in the program. How did you navigate those tricky spots? It's sounding like your classmates potentially were super helpful. Did you lean heavily on them and your instructors as well? Tell me about those rough patches. And let's be honest, was there ever a point where you kind of felt like giving up?
I won't say I felt like giving up, but there were, certain parts of the program were a lot more tense than other parts. My computer career does a great job at providing resources and putting it out there so their students know, hey, look, we have a study session on this day. We have a study session on this day. And then, of course, we get not sidebar like conversations, but, you talk to your classmates. Who's a little bit stronger in some areas, who's probably a little bit weaker if you're engaged much, and you'll be able to build that kind of community within your class to kind of help each other out. Hey, this is, this way, or this is that way, whatever your weak points are, you have other people in the class to pick you up. And of course, the resources about the tutoring on Saturdays, they every section that we were in that week prior to the weekend is, whenever it's over, you had a study session that was given by any given, instructor within my community staff. That definitely helped me a lot. You could take notes, and, come in. It's not where you have to go to it. It's not mandatory. It's all on your own. So, it's a Saturday morning, you do that. And then, that's kind of what helped me. Rough patches, not necessarily as far as like wanting to give up and quit. But for sure, it was definitely some areas in the curriculum where it was like, this is a little bit rough. I'm definitely gonna have to probably study a little bit harder, but it's definitely doable. And I really believe that anybody can knock it down if you put in the time.
Yeah, no, we'd love to hear that. Yeah, absolutely, Brett. We hear that all the time. It's intense, but worth it. Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us, Brett. Now, I did want to touch on the bachelor's degree.
Okay.
Because my next question was about your instructors and classmates, but we already kind of touched on that. So when it comes to having that bachelor's degree in IT, why was it important? And I know you touched on the resume aspect of it as well, but why was it important for you to also jump into MyCC and earn those certifications?
I think just within the IT industry and the community, I think it's all about the knowledge that you possess. Paper is great, but it's all about the knowledge you possess. What allowed me to even thrive as well as I did in the Cyber Warrior program is because I had that degree. And I tell you now, both of them are interchangeable. They work very well on a resume. The certifications look great. Of course, the degree looks great, but the degree helped me to be able to navigate through my computer career a little bit better because I had kind of some of the knowledge like, okay, I understand what they're talking about. And that's not to say that if I didn't have the degree, I wouldn't be able to navigate my computer career courses great, but it definitely helped me within that parameter as far as the course. But the degree did help. A lot of employers, they see, okay, bachelor's degree. Oh, on top of that. So it definitely, I believe it did have an effect on, the hiring process for me as far as having that degree. But is it an end all as far as from what I'm hearing and seeing kind of like on my journey prior to me getting hired where I'm at? I don't think it's a showstopper at all, but it's definitely good to have it. And if you have the means to be able to go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The whole, bachelor's is not good enough now, or that's a myth.
Yeah.
They're good. Go get your degree if you can. And if you can't, have your certifications, but that's a myth. Of course, if you had a bachelor's a master's, that's better than a bachelor's, but a bachelor's counting as well.
It's absolutely something. And I mean, because we see a lot of articles lately, talking about how a lot of employers at some big chains like Walmart, for instance, they're dropping that kind of bachelor's degree requirement.
Yeah.
But it still looks good to have. I mean, I've got a bachelor's, like it's, if you can do it, absolutely go get it. But one of the more frequently asked questions we get is, why wouldn't I just go get my degree and that's it? You can. You absolutely can. But having those certifications definitely helps, of course, with upskilling as well, because now we've been offering some AI certifications as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's always something new to learn in IT, right?
Always
love to hear
something new, yeah.
Something new. Every day there's going to be something new next week. Thanks so much, Josh. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Yes. Something new every week.
I'm just not seeing the comments. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize. I'm like, oh.
No, you're good. You're good. I told you. No worries. We got it over here.
Okay.
But I did want to talk about you finding a job in your current work title. Can you share with us just a little bit about Syntelligent? That's such a fun title. Okay, yeah. Syntelligent. All right.
Syntelligent Analytics. So it's a contracting company out of Virginia.
Okay.
Currently, I'm working as a service desk technician. So it's a L1, not bottom, but it's an entry level position. I'm working for the Army Enterprise Service Desk, so it's a service desk that services the entire Army.
Oh wow!
And so I'm doing various trouble tickets. It's a lot of sending tickets here, escalating tickets there, solving the ticket at my level. Just Active Directory, various different systems within the Army, odd systems. It's just different stuff like that. So if anybody can kind of relate. It's pretty much the IT for the Army, but on the software side, anywhere that's hardware, because I work remote, I work directly from home.
Nice.
I'm home. Yeah, I work from home. So everything I do is software related. Anywhere, anything hardware, we send it up, escalate. So that's pretty much my day to day. I work Monday through Thursday, some Fridays. Today I'm working today, but in other Fridays I'm off. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound bad at all. Joshua's got a great comment here for you. Thank you for your service, of course, yes. And kudos to crushing the program. I'm telling you guys, it's no easy feat. Now, challenging it is, and your success absolutely shows that you're on the right path. And we'd love to see it too. And we get a lot, people think, like you shouldn't start at help desk or some of these service desk roles, but I think that's a great place to start to get, that foot in the door. Absolutely.
And just to add to that too, it's a good place to start because we all know people that may, they're in positions and they know very much, who am I to ask, telling someone, oh yeah, I know your job, better than you.
Yeah.
It's competitive. Quite frankly, the IT world is competitive. I came from a world where, it's evolving, but you can kind of navigate it the way you want. It's so many different things popping up within the IT industry that we haven't even no idea about, right? So you have to always be, willing to kind of learn the basic stuff first. So when you make it up higher, you're not just up there looking like, well, I started here. They're different lanes, but don't be too humble to start low because you have to learn it regardless. So
put that on a bumper sticker, please.
Yeah.
With that, Grant does have a question. Did the Army require a Sec Plus certification?
So yeah, good question. That was we have employers that are there that do not have Sec Plus, but that was on my the job description that was requirements. It was out of all the certifications they wanted to see Security Plus. That was we want you to have Security Plus.
Interesting.
Yeah, but there are some employers that I work with that don't have it, but they're studying for it. They're like in pursuit to getting it. But so I don't know if that's a requirement to get hired or if you have any other credentials that maybe escalate you because, hey, look, I don't have Security Plus, but I have this. But I think a Security Plus or equivalent is what was required of me to never get position I'm at.
Interesting. And thank you so much, Franklin. He says, great talk.
Right,
Thanks for joining us. And Rick is going to, retweet that help desk. Yeah, that is crucial in my opinion. We spoke with Rick a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago now at this point. We talked about the same thing. Yeah, help desk is crucial. Absolutely.
It really is.
Yeah. So let's talk about how my computer career if at all, I'm assuming so, helped you prepare for that first step into this job? Tell us about how if you felt prepared at all. Did we prepare you?
I feel very prepared. So we've had in my computer career, they had a career counseling services that would come and reach out to the classes, I think once or twice a week. And, we did everything from, of course, resume building, speaking skills, things, what to do and what not to do for interviews, phone interviews, you name it. We hit every wicket when it comes to being prepared for the workforce. I think my computer career definitely helped me in my journey to being able to get hired where I was. As a matter of fact, I put an application for the position that I'm in now, and I had I didn't get any calls back immediately, but I'm like, all right, well, I feel like I meet all the requirements. And then my career counselor was like, oh, I saw this, did you try this already? And I'm like, yeah, I think I already put one in for it. And then 2 hours later, I got a phone call like, hey, we got your application. So I'm like, that was good. So, I definitely feel like, I know I put the application in early, but let's be obvious. Let's be honest. Like, that was my computer career that helped me land that job. And I'm very grateful for it. Still there. It's a great company. So yeah, for sure. My computer career definitely helped out in that aspect.
You're like, I don't want to be mean, but I definitely have applied to this already. And I'm waiting with bated breath. Yeah, right. Got a lot of comments over here. Thank you guys so much. Hello, Josh. Yes, Rob sends his love and congratulations. He is helping another student achieve the certifications just like you did. Love it. Thank you, Josh.
Tell him you said hey.
Yeah. Pesh Patel's voice in your head. Yeah. Do you guys, I guess that's another question. We'll go off the books here. Do you guys randomly hear your instructors talking to you and guiding you through certain things? Love that. Love it. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out. Yes, Tim, thank you. Great job completing the program. Exactly. It's not just if you want to attend and pass, it takes work. Absolutely. No matter where you go. It's not just a thing for my computer career. So my next question was actually about career services, but something that we love to tell people that sets, my computer career aside from the rest is how career services helps you prepare with that resume, with the mock interviews. And you kind of touched on it already. Was there anything else that you wanted to shout out that they did help you with in that transitional period from finishing up the program to landing that first role? The process after the job was after I got the job, it was checking up. Hey, so you good? Everything, it was that. So, even after we made the achievement of, all right, he's hired. We got him, he has a job now. It was the afterwards. Hey, how's it going? You good? All right. Now, if you need anything, we're here. I just felt like that sense of knowing that you have, if somehow this job didn't go well and, I was back on a hunt looking for another job, that I could use my computer career to be able to transition into another position. And they started from wherever, if you need help on building a resume, if you need help on building a resume for this position, because it's different from this position, knowing that I have that sense of being able to kind of fall back and use that as a resource, I believe that's incredible as well. So I don't plan on leaving this one anytime soon, but of course, with anything, I'm always studying and doing different things, and just don't stop at getting your certifications. Try to improve, read, join blogs, do whatever you got to do, because you never know when the opportunity that you may want and may know you didn't need to be right around the corner, and you want to be prepared in case it comes. So never stop learning. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. That's great. And that actually ties perfectly into my next question, which was, what advice would you have for somebody out there who's considering enrolling at My Computer Career based off the amazing things that you've said already? Do you have anything else for us?
So I guess because for me, this is, it's still new. You get the monotony of, doing something that you're used to doing so much that it becomes like routine. It's new to me because I would have never thought in 100 years I'd be behind a computer reading zeros and ones. I thought I didn't see that for me. So it's new to me, and I'm excited to learn. I'm always trying to find out different ways to not necessarily beef up my resume, but in the same time, try to put something up there so in tune when you do that, you can put it on your resume. So never stop trying to learn, never stop, of course, people get burnt out, but, just trying to find ways to just improve and find different things that you like within it, because it's always changing. I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna try to do this, but I really think just try to be a life learner when it comes to this stuff, and I think everything else are kind of, the doors are open for you that you probably not that wouldn't open for you. So I'm extremely grateful for my computer career, this journey, and to be able to kind of just like, all right, I kind of feel like I know what this means. Like, I'm reading stuff like before the TV would knock off. I'm like, what happened? How do you work this? I got to give it to my son. Now I know how to do it. So, it's great.
Yeah, now you become that person in your family when somebody has an issue, the login and the this, that, or the internet. You're like, oh my God, I've become that. I've become the guy.
So can you build me a website from scratch? And I wanted to do this. I'm like,
It's like, well, I can do a lot of things, but yes, well said. This is a forever learning field. Well, and that's my next question too. What's next for you? It sounds like you're comfortable at your job you're at now. Is there any other certifications you're eyeing or anything else you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing I thought about doing pen testing, but right now I'm learning Python. So I'm kind of teaching myself that right now. That's kind of like the entry level, programming language. I'm learning that right now. It's pretty easy. And I thank my computer career, because a lot of stuff that's inside of the material to learn that kind of language. I learned some of that stuff when I was, just kind of here with, my computer career. So doing that, I'm thinking about probably within the next year or two, maybe looking at some other opportunities, just kind of see like, all right, I did this. What's next? So I'm on the fence. I know I'm gonna be here for at least 6 to 8 months, maybe a year. And then after that, I'm planning on branching off and probably doing something in the networking area or SOC, something like that. Yeah, CM, something like that. So
that's amazing. That's amazing. Jamell, thank you so much for your time. We've appreciated everything that you've said. Great advice. I'm sure everybody watching will be able to take away something from this conversation. So we always appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for chatting in the comments. We love to see everybody here. Thank you so much for if you showed up. We appreciate it. And again, this stays up on our socials. So if you saw this at a later date, please still comment. We will see it. But yeah, we're going to be here again next Friday at noon. Of course, off the top of my head, I can't remember what our discussion is, but it's going to be a good live show, guys. So Jamell, thank you again. Everybody, yes, check out your LinkedIn. We do have that link. Thank you so much, Aaron, for reminding me. So if you guys would like to connect, please chat with Jamell over on LinkedIn. Sky's the limit now. There you go. Yep. Love to see it. Jamell, if you don't mind hanging out, I'm going to end the live. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you next week. Bye.
See you guys.